Hello everyone, this is Lisa the Poet at OneWrestling.com. You guys may remember my reports under the name One Wrestling Diva. Well, I'm now Lisa the Poet. There's a history behind that name, but I'd rather not get into that right now. Just know that I am Lisa the Poet. Uncle Bill, just so you know, I will always be your One Wrestling Diva, I promise. Anyway, I'm here to provide you with the Raw results, which I am very, very, very excited about. So here's what happened at Raw. Raw opened up with Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley in the middle of the ring, and they were talking to the Raw superstars who were on the top of the ramp. And Stephanie referred to them as the best of the best. And there was a part in that segment where Mick Foley was imitating Enzo Amore's little dance, which I thought was pretty cute. But anyway, some matches were made, which I will talk about in a bit. And it was interesting because the superstars had to team up with their enemies in these matches. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But let's talk about the first match. So the first match involves the team of Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns versus the team of Sheamus and Cesaro. So Cesaro and Sheamus, they were pretty much in control in the beginning of the match. As for Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens, well, they were not really on the same page. But at the end, Roman Reigns delivered a Superman punch to Cesaro. He delivered a Superman punch to Sheamus. He was going for the spear, but Kevin Owens tagged himself in. And so that led to an argument between Reigns and Owens. And Sheamus surprised Owens with a rogue kick to the face. And so, of course, Owens got knocked out. But Reigns delivered the spear on Sheamus. So now Sheamus is down. And Reigns decided to grab Owens and place him on top of Sheamus for the pin. In that match, the team of Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns won that match. So they got the victory. The next match involves Sami Zayn and Bo Dallas. And I will say that Bo Dallas was very aggressive in that match. In the beginning, he was dominant and he seemed very dark, you know. So that you see like this dark side of Bo Dallas. Different from, from the time he arrived, he debuted in WWE. Very different from that. But yeah, Bo Dallas was aggressive in the beginning of the match, but at the end, Sami Zayn delivered the hell of a kick for the pin. So after his victory, Byron Saxton interviewed Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn made a promise that he was going to bring the Intercontinental title to Raw. So we'll see what happens, I guess. The next match, the team of New Day versus the team of Seth Rollins, Chris Jericho, and Braun Strowman. Now, Jericho, he was not playing nice with his teammates because every time he would like tag them in, he would like smack them, like give them a chop on the chest, So he wasn't very nice at all. Strowman, I will say that Strowman was very impressive. How he manhandled members of New Day. But at the end, Rollins was going for the pedigree on Xavier Woods. But Jericho tagged himself in and was, of course, that really pissed off Rollins. Jericho tagged himself in and applied he was going for the Walls of Jericho on Xavier Woods. Woods was able to roll him over for the pin. Jericho kicked out. Jericho delivered a kick to the head. Jericho tagged in Strowman, and Strowman delivered a running power slam for the pin and for the victory. After the match, after the team of Rollins, Jericho, and Strowman celebrated their win, Rollins and Jericho got into a little argument, and Rollins gave Jericho a pedigree. And the next match I would like to talk about is the Cruiserweight match between the champion, Brian Kendrick, versus Sin Cara. I would have to say Kendrick was very dominant in this match. But Sin Cara was able to turn things around with a total world backbreaker. So, you know, he was in control for a little bit until Kendrick was able to apply the captain's hook and made Sin Cara tap out. So Brian Kendrick was the winner of that match. And next we're gonna go to the segment between Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. So the segment started off with the 10 security officers in the middle of the ring, and you know, they were waiting for Goldberg and Brock Lesnar to arrive. First that came out were Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, and then Goldberg came out, and the security guards were standing between Lesnar and Goldberg. So, and they were like Heyman and Goldberg were exchanging words, and Goldberg even warned Heyman, listen, if you ever talk about my family again, I will rip your head off. And that's, you know, one thing you should never do is talk about a man's family, especially a man that size. Anyway, Heyman was very bold as he brought up Goldberg's son 2 times, and Goldberg just went berserk, attacked the security guards, and he dared. I know that Lesnar was halfway outside the ring, but Goldberg dared him to come in the ring so they can go at it. Lesnar never did. He, you know, he backed away and went to the back. So that was the end of that segment. But it was interesting to see those two in the same ring together, with security officers trying to you know, try to prevent them from fighting. But we all know what happened at the end. All the officers got knocked out by Goldberg, and Goldberg was just, you know, he was just in the ring just waiting for Lesnar to come and just face him man to man, you know. But that never happened because, like I said, Lesnar went to the back. And next, I want to talk about the women's match, women's tag match. The team of the Raw Women's Champion and captain of the women's team, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks. Now that's an interesting tag team right there. Versus the team of Nia Jax and Alicia Fox. So it was, and I would like to add that Bayley was guest commentator during that match. But yeah, the women did not, they seem very reluctant to work with their tag team partners. So, but I will say that Sasha was very impressive when she delivered some good hits to Nia Jax. And in the middle of the match, Sasha and Charlotte, they went at it. So they were fighting a little bit. And the match ended with Sasha putting the bank statement on Alicia. The next match I want to talk about is the 8-man tag team match. The team of, listen to this, the team of Big Cass and Enzo Amore and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the team of the Shining Stars and the Golden Truth. At first it seemed as if, you know, the team of Big Cass and Enzo, it seemed like they were working well together with the team of Gallows and Anderson. So, but at the end, things got turned around. At the end, the team of Gallows and Anderson nailed one member of the Shining Stars with the Magic Killer, and they invited Enzo to deliver his finisher to end the match. So Enzo, you know, he was ready to do that. He climbed the turnbuckle, and immediately right there, Gallows made the pin. So I thought that was a real bummer that, you know, Enzo could not deliver his finisher to pin his opponent. So, but I will say that the team of Big Cass, Enzo, Gallows, and Anderson did win that match. And the final segment of Raw was a big surprise for me, actually. Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon invited Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan to the ring. So after they exchanged words regarding different divisions, regarding leadership, regarding which brand is more dominant, Stephanie called out Team Raw, and Team Raw surrounded Shane and Daniel Bryan, and it surprised me at the end because, like, I did not know that Team Smackdown were there. So Daniel Bryan called out Team Smackdown, so they showed up, and so Team Smackdown and Team Raw, they were having a stare down, and you have AJ Styles and Owens exchanging words about who's a better champion, and I think Styles called Owens a paper champion, and I think Chris Jericho spoke up and put Styles, added Styles to his list for insulting him and Owens. He even added Styles' soccer mom's hairdo to the list, and he also turned his attention to the mascot of Team SmackDown, who is James Ellsworth. Jericho turns his attention to him and referred to him as a lost child, and put him on the list as well for that. And then after that, Bray Wyatt confronted Braun Strowman, and after that, Rollins had some things to say, and then after that, Ambrose had the mic, and it looked as if he was going to respond to what Rollins had to say, but instead he attacked Chris Jericho, and hell broke loose. So, hell broke loose, bodies were flying everywhere, and, and every team, you see Team Raw and Team Smackdown going at it, and like I said, bodies were everywhere, and at the end, Team Raw, they were triumphant because this was like after Rollins and Reigns delivered the triple power bomb. Well, I should say the double power bomb that the Shield used to do back when the three of them were together. So they delivered the double power bomb on Styles, and Team Raw were left in the ring while Team SmackDown retreated to the back. So there you have it. There's the results on Raw. I mean, I thought this episode of Raw was pretty good. I mean, I love it at the end to see the two Team SmackDown and Team Raw get into having a face off at the end. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I thought Chris Jericho was hilarious. So he was hilarious about adding people to his list. So I thought that was pretty funny. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the results. And next week, I will bring to you more Raw results. And there you have it. So, this is Lisa the Poet. I will see you next week. Take care.